In 1987, when I made this photograph, I was working as a staff photographer and director of communications for the Rural Advancement Fund, a nonprofit farm advocacy organization working in the two Carolinas. One of my duties was to document the farm crisis in rural America that had forced thousands of family farmers into bankruptcy and off of their farms. My own involvement with photography had grown out of my social action work in the 1960s, and I viewed photography as a tool for social change. My work with Rural Advancement Fund provided an opportunity to act on that belief. I had traveled to Bishopville, South Carolina to spend time with a farmer who was struggling to stay in business. My visits with farm families usually took the form of me hanging out for periods of days. I was interested in the day-to-day life on these farms and in their communities, sensing that in the ordinary we found the universal. In the course of my stay in rural South Carolina, we went to a farm estate auction where the farmer hoped to pick up some equipment for an affordable price. I wandered around the grounds making photographs of faces in the crowd and items on the sale tables, nothing very exciting. But when the auctioneer held up the painting of the farm's original farmhouse, instinct took over, and I sat down in front of him and exposed a half-dozen negatives. For me, this image tells an obvious story, an object being sold at auction, factual evidence that offers something recognizable and believable. But knowing this was an item being sold as part of the dissolution of the farm gave it a different meaning. Not only was the painting of the farmhouse being sold, along with the farm itself, but the image of the farm, its way of life, its history, and its day-to-day were being sold too. It's in this hidden meaning, one less specific and more universal, that speaks to a culture being dissolved, which gives this photograph its power and its resiliency.